Thank you so much for inviting me to join you today. Service has been a key pillar of my life and career, and I'm honored to be with all of you who share that dedication to service, leadership, and community. Over the last few years, I, along with so many other people around the world, and those working in international development and nonprofit spaces, have been questioning how best to serve, how best to leverage my privilege, my power to create positive change. Power is a loaded concept. Power is the capacity or ability to direct or influence the behavior of others or course of events. As a leader, I hold power. As a white woman, I hold power. Power is privilege. To empower is to give someone the authority or power to do something. In our work, in my work, in your work, we talk a lot about empowering others. Empowering women, empowering girls, empowering the poor. And as we consider this idea, there is an underlying implication that giving someone power means they don't inherently have it. And who is the one conferring the power? Who is the one giving the power to the one that does not have it? What is happening in these power structures? As a woman, am I to wait for a man to give me power over myself or circumstances? No. Do girls need to wait to be told to have agency over their own lives or circumstances? No. Sometimes empowerment feels like permission, which actually feels very disempowering. So instead, we work to unlock power. So let's break it down. How is unlocking power different than being empowered? Unlocking power assumes we already have inherent power. We aren't waiting to be given permission to have authority or agency. And yet we know in our patriarchal and colonial systems, there are many people who do not have access to power. So we have to work to unlock that power by removing barriers and by building internal agency. Power is applied externally and it's embodied internally. So for girls, these external power structures, these cultural barriers are well known. Gender-based stereotypes that suppress girls' power and potential, that keep their worth suppressed, that prioritize boys' opportunities over theirs. Gender roles, harmful cultural practices, safety concerns, these are all disablers. And yet, empowering girls or giving them permission to realize their potential means we also have to remove these barriers that inhibit their power. And to fully realize power, to truly unlock power already within girls, we also have to work to undo the internal embodiment of what it means to not have had permission to have power over yourself, to not already be internally empowered. That means increasing self-esteem, building self-worth, unlocking agency and autonomy. It means trusting and valuing girls. So when structural barriers are removed, they are ready to step into that inherent power. So how do we use our power, the power of every person in this room today, to unleash the power within girls? In my life and in my work, I've seen three really key ways to do this, none of which require permission, none of which are inherently disempowering. And yet, these practices are perhaps not what we're all doing every day. They take intention, they take practice, and they take a real mindset shift. Okay, number one, trust. We need to trust girls. Trust them to know what they need and what they want. We do not dismiss that knowing because of age or gender or experience. There is no self-agency without being trusted. Number two, value. We need to value girls as equal, as equal to boys, something worth investing in, and something that will return our investment. We value girls' education. We value girls' economic contributions. We value girls' childhoods. We value girls' autonomy and agency, and we value girls' bodies as vessels for more than motherhood. Without value, all of this empowerment is just talk and pretty disempowering. And third, and final, and most important, partner. We need to partner with girls. Because we trust them and value them, we can partner with them to best understand how we can unlock their power. We can understand which barriers need to be addressed for them and what they need specifically to unleash their potential. And I know you're all talking about partnership this week. When I say partnership, I do not mean a transactional relationship. I am talking about the real, fundamental concept of partnership where all people learn and adapt and grow together in ways that benefit all. So Girl Up, which I have the privilege and honor to lead, is proof to this approach. Girl Up was built with the inherent belief that girls can lead us. They can be trusted. We put their value in the center of our work. And these girls with unlocked power have increased self-worth, and these girls with agency can tap into that full potential. They will step up to serve, they will advocate, they will call out injustice, and they will fight for each other. Girl Up is developing transformative leaders who advance gender justice globally. We are girl-centered, and we are working to change leadership globally because we believe the world needs some new leaders. Through Girl Up clubs, programs, events, and a global online community, girls can come together, united in their fight for justice, build leadership skills by taking action, and build their leadership identities at a young age. So any teen girl anywhere in the world can start a Girl Up club and join this movement. We don't direct them. We give them the tools and a platform, and they lead. They advise us on what makes sense for positive change. And this community continues to grow. In 2019, we had engaged about 75,000 participants in 120 countries. Now, just about 2 years later, we have 150,000 young leaders in 150 countries. They are serving their communities, advocating for change, and supporting each other. And any of you can be the one to introduce a young person to this community. I hope you will. These powerful girl leaders will become effective and inclusive leaders as women, and they can get to positions of power and decision-making faster. They already have the skills, they have the experience, they have real purpose, and they have a global community supporting them. So the first thing I do when I want to unlock power in girls is to listen to girls. So that's what we're going to do now. Unlocking power can also look like sharing power, sharing ideas, and sharing the stage. I would like to introduce you to a friend of mine. Lou, would you please come and join me in this conversation? Welcome. Welcome, Lou. First, can you please introduce yourself and tell everyone how you ended up on this stage with me?
Hello, Melissa. Hello, everyone. I'm Lou. I'm 17 years old, and I'm a Rotary Youth Exchange student from Brazil. Answering your question, I always wanted to study abroad. I always wanted to learn about different countries, cultures, and languages. I was looking for a program that followed the same ideals as me. And after talking to a friend of my sister that was part of Rotary, I thought that it would be the perfect program to learn and make a difference in another country. Since I got here, I have learned and matured a lot, and I was recognized by Girl Up for my leadership, personality, and power. And I'm really grateful to be here today by your side and telling everyone a little bit of my experience.
So, from what I understand, Lou, you are already a pretty powerful leader. When you hear me talking about unlocking power within and removing barriers, versus someone granting your power or being empowered. How does that resonate to you?
As you mentioned, giving someone power means they don't inherently have it. For me, we were created powerful. We have an immense strength that we have no knowledge about. During these months, I learned that all obstacles placed in our lives are not placed there for us to fail, but for us to overcome them and become stronger. Power requires self-knowledge and self-confidence, and without these two things, we're not able to recognize our own strength. But empowerment is not about permission, but trust and respect so that we can remove those barriers and become the leaders we were created to be. I confess that before I got here, I had no recognition of my power. Since I was a little girl, I have been interested in helping people, taking away their pain and promoting peace, in addition to having a really strong sense of volunteerism. In one of the volunteer works I did, I managed to make my friends realize how important it is to value the things we have and help people so that we can live in a better place. I made them have the same passion. I inspire them to want to transmit love and peace, just like me. And for me, inspiration is power. It's leadership.
Woo!
My love, will, and volunteerism is what makes my power reveal itself.
So you can see the leadership here, right? Yeah, why we can trust and value girls. So Lou, tell me about the adults in your life and how have they shown their trust in you, have valued your contributions, have partnered with you to realize your power?
I am a basketball player, and I grew up hearing discouraging words about not being tall enough. My point is, when you want to play a sport or do something that society considers to be for people with specific characteristics, you must stand out and prove that those characteristics don't make you better or worse. After building a relationship of trust and comfort with my coach, I started to express more my feelings and my point of view about some things. And I started hearing words of encouragement that I wasn't used to hearing how important I am for the team, for my leadership, and the way I put the team up, and helping the girls the way I would like to be helped makes me want to do more. I mean, this courage, this confidence makes you keep doing things that you are sure make a difference, things that you love to do. You mentioned that one of the ways to unlock power is by partnering with girls and helping them remove those barriers. I believe that listening and being open to remove those barriers is also an important step in unlocking power. When I arrived here, I was afraid of not having support, intimacy, and courage to express and talk about my feelings. I have to say that I was wrong. In 5 months, my host mom showed me that I'm capable of things that I did not imagine being capable of. She insisted in telling me every single day that I can do hard things. She calmed me down and told me that I'm in the right place, doing the right thing. This confidence, encouragement, and stimulus makes me continue doing and fulfilling my purpose and showing my power and capacity to people. Also, engaging with those made me more open-minded about things. It helped me remove those barriers, and so now I can advocate for myself, for others, and use my inner power.
Okay, so how does this feel? Like, do you feel powerful? Do you feel empowered?
I can feel that it was something that was kept, something that I already had, but I needed a little boost. Not that someone gave me power, but with trust and believing in my capacity, I was able to recognize the power I have. Also, as I said, this power, this confidence, and this inspiration makes me continue helping and guiding the girls so that they can find their power as I found mine. And I really hope that everyone can remove those barriers without fear of being helped or encouraged by others so that they can remove those barriers and find what motivates them to recognize their potential and find their power.
Thank you so much, Lou.
Thank you.
Yes. So whether it is your own family member, neighbor, interactor, RILA participant, exchange student, or if you are working on basic education and literacy, maternal and child health, or peace building, think about how you can reframe empowering girls to mean unlocking the power already in girls. That's what it means to be people who effectively use their influence, their power, their privilege. This is what it means to be people of action. Thank you, Rotary.
Thank you.